Hey, how's it going, guys? It's E back with another action figure review. This time we're looking at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts. This is the the Arts remix. Just art. I almost said Play Arts. Oh well. It's the Arts remix of Mewtwo. So, re-release of Mewtwo. I don't know why they call it Arts remix, but they do. Maybe that's just their way of saying it. It's the re-release. So it's obviously a different package, which I do like. The design looks really cool. I like it. Mewtwo on the side there. We got the seal of authenticity down below. The side is nothing too crazy, but we got the Pokeball there. There's the other side. And in the back side, we got Mewtwo here. So this is exciting. They actually did reveal that they're going to release Blastoise as well. So that's cool. I find it interesting that I don't see the Pokemon logo anywhere here. So not that it matters, but we do have Pokemon there, but not the actual logo. But that's it. Alright, let's open them up, check them out. Alright, so here's our Mewtwo out of the box, and this is how he comes back. And he doesn't actually come with much, which is kind of weird considering SH Figuarts always packs in a lot of cool stuff. So, he only comes with one head and only one hand. Not a pair of hands, but only one hand extra. So, right now the head attached is just a face where he's looking to the side, which is cool. And then we have one where he's just looking straight forward here. And that's how that looks. Going on to the other hand, the hand is just a peg on the palm. So this is why he comes with a separate hand, because these hands are not really posed. They actually have articulated fingers, just the finger, not like the index or not the tip of the finger. So it's not multiple points on the finger, which is cool. It's a very small piece, and I don't think that would do much of a difference anyways if they had included more points there. So it's fine by me. So only one hand, and that's for the effect here. I don't know if this effect came with the original release of this Mewtwo. And by the way, the original releases were called D-Arts. So they were made by Bandai Tamashii, the same company and everything. They were just called D-Arts instead of SH Figuarts, because they had D-Arts, Monster Arts, and then SH Figuarts. But now they're just kind of combining everything together. I guess just D-Arts, because I think Monster Arts still exists. But everything's just kind of getting categorized into just SH Figuarts for everything at this point. But it's cool that they are releasing these again, because this was actually a figure I was trying to go after when I was trying to get these Pokemon Figuarts. When they released Ash Ketchum and they released Team Rocket, I was like, man, I gotta get the Pokemons now. So they had made Blastoise, Venusaur, and they made Mewtwo. They also made Lucario. So I don't have Lucario yet, but I did go out and pay for Blastoise and Venusaur, which at the time, and still kind of now, they're very expensive. And I actually got a really good deal on them. So I'm happy about that. I actually got them for around retail price, so I didn't overpay. But some people did, and now here's the chance to get them with the re-release. They haven't announced Venusaur yet, but they have announced Blastoise, so Venusaur's got to be right around the corner. Also, Charizard did get a re-release too, so they're pretty much doing them all. Now, I hope this means they're going to start making new ones now, because they got to keep it going. Don't just re-release the old ones and that, call it a day. Keep it going, man. There's so many Pokemons. This could be like the next Dragon Ball Z Figuarts line. There's so many Pokemon they can make. It would be really exciting if they would keep going and make them all, Anyways, getting a little sidetracked. So here's the effect. Very cool. Again, I don't know if he comes with this originally, because I don't have the original one to compare him next to. So you guys let me know. Anybody that has the original one, let me know if he does. But I really do like this going on here. The tail is articulated like crazy. It's not bendy. It is literally like there's breaks, there's joints all over the tail, which looks cool. I don't mind it. I don't mind seeing the lines at all. And my goodness, I apologize. Yeah, there you go. Alright, now we're focused. So I don't mind seeing these breaks. I'm sure somebody would be annoyed by that, but not me. Now, for the articulation, let's move these pieces out the way. Articulation is pretty cool. Got the head swiveling. Now he does get a little hindered because of his design. This thing is attached to the head, but that is pretty accurate, so it's meant to be there. Even with that, he can still turn the head pretty well, which is cool. And he looks up. Let's see if he does look up. Actually, the neck's got to help out, because just the head only will not look up. That it's actually the neck going back and then going down about that low. The arm's going to go about this far up, and then back down, in and out. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow swivel at the wrist with a ball jointed. It's not a hinge, just a ball joint, but you can still hinge it down. And then of course the fingers do move around as I showed earlier. Diaphragm joint right here at the torso. We have a swivel, and it goes back and it goes forward. We got a waist swivel, goes back and forward. The leg will kick forward and back. In and out, that's not really too far, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna pop off if I keep going, but about that far. And it goes back up. You can kind of move it down. It's got the drop down feature a little bit, but you can't really get him kicking somebody like this. So yeah, it's a little bit hindered with the leg. As for, I guess you can say the knee, since his design, it kind of bends forward here. It goes forward and back on that hinge, it swivels there, and then the toes will kind of move a little bit. It's not significant though. So it's like a ball joint, and it'll swivel there too. But it's a very nice action figure, and of course the tail moves around pretty well. I mean, it'll keep the pose to wherever you want to put it to, so I like that. And the tail's gonna help it stand up for sure. It's gonna act as an assist. Sorry, I'm just not able to say my words correctly in this review for some reason. But it's gonna act as a little stand for him. Although he does come with a base and a stand, it's just your standard SH Figuarts base and stand. Now I know the original ones came with very nice Pokeball designed stands, which is a shame they couldn't include it with this one too. But yeah, that's all he comes with. Alright, so I do have Blastoise and Venusaur, but they're packed away still. I tried so hard to find them, and to no avail. But I do have Team Rocket here with me, and here they are, next to Mewtwo. So let me know if that's pretty accurate or not. I'm not too sure of the scale-wise with Mewtwo, but I know he's a bigger Pokemon than most others. Not as big as Blastoise, but he's bigger than like Pikachu or something like that. So I guess that seems about right, about the size of a human. So that's cool. And then also we do have Ash Ketchum right here. Also, these are all SH Figuarts too, and they're wonderful too, man. I just wonder why they kind of stopped. I guess they weren't selling so well, but they could have made Brock and Misty by now. They could have made some more Pokemons by now. Hopefully these re-releases get the hype going again, and they sell better and they make more. But here they are next to each other. And then I'll throw in Meowth and Pikachu, because Meowth came with Team Rocket, and he's more of a statue because he doesn't really articulate. That's the only thing, if they're going to do a line of Pokemons, they can't really do the small ones, because the small ones are just not going to articulate. They got to make it to scale. So that's it. It is what it is. But they can at least make the bigger ones, like they have been. Mewtwo and Venusaur and Blastoise, Charizard. Those are big enough to articulate. Hey, would you look at that? I found Charizard, but I could not find Blastoise and Venusaur, but I was determined to find one of them. And here we have Charizard. So, scaling next to Mewtwo, I always said Charizard was a little short for scale-wise, because when I put Ash next to Charizard, Ash towers. Well, he doesn't tower over him, but Ash is kind of taller than him. And I always thought Charizard was bigger. I know there was some episodes of the show where Ash was able to ride on Charizard. So yeah, this one's just a little tad bit small for the scale. And throwing in some other lines, we'll have the Dragon Ball Z Figuarts Super Saiyan God Goku figure right here. That's how he stacks up there. And then we got the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 85 from Endgame. Next up, we have a Mezco 112 Collective. We have the Punk Joker. So now we're getting bigger in scale. He's getting a little out of frame. We can zoom out a little bit. You can see that there. Then we have a Mayfix Spider-Man. And then we have a Marvel Legends Jubilee from the Caliban wave. And then lastly, we have a Storm Collectibles Mike Tyson, which it's the biggest one of them all. So when it comes to holding his effect piece, it's actually kind of little difficult. It doesn't peg in the peg as tight as I would like it to. I wish it was a little tighter because it will fall off. But it does seem like that peg hand, since there's only one, it seems like you can put it on either arm, because it's not like a human hand where it's got thumbs on a opposite side of the hand, I guess. This just has 3 fingers. It's the same looking hand, left and right. So you can swap them into whichever one you want, but you really only need one side pegged. Then the other side is kind of just holding it with the fingers. And yeah, that's about it. He's not gonna be able to like to hold it with one hand like a, let's say like a Ki Blast from like Goku, but this is pretty much how it's promoted in the pics too. So it looks good. And then, you know, I tried my best to stand him up without the tail helping it, and it's almost impossible. I mean, I could not do it with these two little feet. It's just not gonna happen. But it is what it is. It's a cool looking figure. Pokemon fans are gonna love it because this is by far the best looking Mewtwo figure out there. You know, I think, you know, as limited as the articulation is gonna be on these Pokemons, because they're Pokemon, they're not human beings. They're still gonna be the best Pokemon figures ever made. You know, compared to anything else, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's gonna do it. Thanks again for tuning in to my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and have yourself a damn good one. Mewtwo!